Close your eyes. We're doing something entirely different for today's explainer. I want you to imagine waking up in a completely foreign reality, a universe where the basic laws of physics, biology, and kinetic energy have just been thrown completely out the window. You aren't just sitting back and watching today, you're stepping right into the middle of a massive multiversal collision, an event that's going to test the absolute limits of what is physically and anatomically possible. You're taking your seat in a sprawling, monolithic stadium. Frankly, a structure like this shouldn't even exist in any known dimension. It was built specifically for a match that defies every known scientific law. Just looking down at the pitch, the air feels wrong. It's incredibly thick. The atmospheric pressure is absolutely oppressive. You can literally taste the sharp, metallic tang of static electricity lingering right there on your tongue. The entire crowd around you, they're holding their breath in sheer, terrifying anticipation. We're all just waiting for reality to break. The stadium breathes. It literally exhales as we look down at one end of the field where the warm-ups have begun. 5 wildly different versions of our favorite web-slinger are prepping for the match of their lives. Now, remember, they are not from the same reality. They're bringing completely different evolutionary traits and insanely enhanced physical capabilities into a game that was absolutely never designed to handle them. Take a look at the first of our 5 multiverse heroes. He's just standing there, perfectly still, but he keeps flickering in and out of view. From a physics standpoint, this guy is barely tethered to our visual spectrum. The light is refracting around his suit in real time. Seriously, as an analytical observer, you have to ask yourself, how in the world do you defend against a player who isn't even fully there? How do you track a biological entity that can just manipulate light waves and completely erase his own presence from the field? And right next to him, the raw energy is just palpable. You can see his webs faintly crackling with this pure, blue electrical power, just waiting to be unleashed. We're talking about massive amounts of bioelectricity coursing through a living nervous system, voltages that would instantly vaporize a normal human being. So what happens when a biological entity channels that kind of raw voltage directly into a leather football? The kinetic transfer alone could blow out the entire stadium's power grid. Then there's the third, a speed-based Spider-Man. The terrifying implications of a speedster trapped in a confined space are just off the charts. He's bouncing on his toes, moving with this frantic, intense, vibrating energy. The very air around him is visibly blurring. The heat dissipation and the friction he's generating just by standing still are warping the visual field. He is a walking, localized singularity of pure kinetic potential. But let's pan over to the other side of the pitch. Waiting quietly in the shadows is an opposing team that is far, far less human. 5 symbiote bonded figures, glossy black, toxic red, a sickly, unnatural green. Unlike the Spider-Man who rely on enhanced human physics, these entities, they operate entirely outside biological norms. They're slightly shifting shape even when they're standing completely still. It's like they're barely holding their terrifying amorphous forms together without any rigid skeleton to constrain them. The referee's whistle violently pierces the heavy air, and just like that, the rules no longer apply. That slow buildup instantly shatters, and nothing goes the way anyone in this stadium expects. The fundamental laws of the game are about to be completely rewritten in blood and alien sinew. Speed? Spider-Man grabs the ball first. He blurs down the field before the defenders can even twitch a muscle. He's moving so unbelievably fast you can barely track the colors on his suit. The pure friction should be igniting the turf right beneath his boots, turning what's supposed to be a simple sprint into a literal supersonic shockwave. But out of absolutely nowhere, bam! A brutal, jagged red tendril whips out from the red symbiote. It violently rips the speedster right off his feet, yanking him clean out of the air mid-stride. You can hear a sickening, bone-rattling thud. The sudden, violent interruption of that much forward momentum is absolutely catastrophic. Is that even legal? The entire stadium gasps in total horror. You're looking around, your heart is pounding out of your chest. I mean, in any standard game, a foul that severe stops the clock instantly. Medics rush the field, penalties are drawn. But here, the referee is dead silent. The flag stays down. We are watching a complete, terrifying breakdown of all governed systems. The normal rules of football are entirely gone. The ball goes skidding violently loose across the grass. The symbiote team surges forward to capitalize, their liquid bodies flowing like a nightmare. But wait, the forgotten invisible Spider-Man! The sheer quantum probability of him materializing at the exact perfect moment is mind-bending. He just appears, right on top of the ball, manipulating the light spectrum just long enough to snatch it back before vanishing straight into thin air. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we were talking about earlier. The chaos creates a split-second opening. The electric Spider-Man winds up and launches a crackling, energy-filled absolute rocket of a long-range shot straight toward the upper corner of the goal. Think about the raw kinetic force happening right now. He's superheating the air around the ball, turning a standard piece of sports equipment into a high-velocity projectile wrapped in pure lightning. Just consider the ultimate paradox unfolding right in front of us. On one side, you have an unstoppable force hurtling through space. On the other side, an impossible physiology bracing for impact. Let that sink in for just a breathless second. Honestly, how do you even attempt to stop a ball that is carrying enough electrical current to instantly vaporize a standard goalkeeper's gloves upon contact? Well, apparently, you do it like this. Absolute awe and horror wash over the crowd. The green symbiote goalkeeper doesn't dive. Diving is for creatures with spines. Instead, he stretches his entire amorphous body completely sideways in this impossible physics-defying display of non-Newtonian fluid mechanics, and he literally swallows the electric shot whole. No goal. He spits the superheated ball right back out onto the field like it's absolutely nothing. The conservation of mass, the conservation of energy, completely ignored. The laws of thermodynamics are officially dead on this pitch, and the agonizing tension in this stadium is locked at an absolute fever pitch. The momentum swings so wildly, it is just pure chaos on the pitch. Neither team can hold control of the ball for more than a few frantic, terrifying seconds. Any semblance of tactical formations completely disintegrates into an all-out, reality-bending brawl. Because Carnage has officially entered the game. Every single time he touches the ball, it comes wrapped in these jagged, whip-fast tendrils. The kinetic transfer of his movements is staggering. He possesses the tensile strength of industrial steel, violently scattering panicked defenders with every single shift of his weight. He fires off a shot so insanely fast, half the stadium doesn't even register that it happened. But the strength-based Spider-Man doesn't hesitate. He heroically throws his massive frame flat in front of that blinding shot. The visceral crunch of the crash echoes through the stands. He completely absorbs those massive, bone-crushing G-forces, violently deflecting the ball out of bounds just to save the play. The sheer biological density you would need to survive an impact like that is completely astronomical. Meanwhile, the invisible Spider-Man is creeping in, trying to sneak by for an easy tap-in completely unnoticed. But, out of the dark shadows, Venom appears, massive, terrifying, grinning with way too many razor-sharp teeth. Think about the evolutionary biology happening here, in a multiversal context. Venom's predatory, olfactory senses completely override the Spider-Man's optical camouflage. He smelled the invisible hero the entire time and stepped up to perfectly block his path to the net. It is pure, unadulterated chaos. We are watching entropy accelerate in a closed system. It's an impossible scramble of overlapping bodies, crackling webs, and thrashing tendrils. The stands are screaming, and we have completely lost visual tracking of the object in play. Nobody has any idea who even possesses the ball anymore. But then, you glance up at the colossal screens hovering above the pitch. The final whistle is approaching. The time is rapidly draining away. Both teams realize this is it. A slow, agonizing dread sets in as they gear up to throw absolutely everything they have left into one final, desperate push. Watch the timeline as the final fractions of a second just evaporate into the heavy air. 0.03 seconds left. 0.02 seconds left. 0.01 seconds. The tension is building in this excruciatingly slow crescendo. Time dilation feels incredibly real right now as this final play develops. It all comes down to one ultimate reality-bending collision. Venom and Speed Spider-Man launch themselves for the exact same ball. Everything freezes. We are staring at a microscopic heartbeat of a detail. Their feet are connecting with the leather at the exact same millisecond. Think about the sheer physics of this final moment. The exact angle of approach, the impossible strain on muscle and alien sinew, the raw concussive force that's about to be unleashed. The ball rockets forward, the keeper dives, the whistle blows, and the ball crosses the line by a single solitary inch. Throughout this entire explainer, we have watched biological impossibilities violently clash with raw, multiversal kinetic energy. We've analyzed how the laws of physics break down in real time under the weight of these titans. So the absolute crucial question is, who do you think scored? Did the Spider-Man pull it off, or did the symbiotes finally break the deadlock? Drop your verdict below because this is one mystery we might never truly resolve.